The divine presence. When the metaphysician says, "There is nothing but God," he means that spirit is the only reality. St. Paul said, "In him, mind, we live and move and have our being." And the him here referred to is God, or the divine presence of mind. Mind is, and mind is omnipresent. No one has ever seen mind, and no one knows what it is. All we know about it is that it is, and that we use it. Everything exists within it. Everything comes out of it, and everything returns to it. We do not attempt to define mind or to explain it, other than to say that it is the spiritual medium of all communication, not only between ourselves and God, but between ourselves and all other individuals. It is that which makes it possible to convey our thoughts and ideas from one person to another, either by the written, spoken, or unspoken word. If it were not for this spiritual medium, we could not even talk with one another or make ourselves known to each other. Thus, if one consciously recognizes the presence of God, he is immediately in touch with all life, all power, all substance, and all individuals, and this explains why there is no difference between a present treatment and an absent treatment. Since God, life, fills all space, there can be no absence of the divine presence. We have a wonderful interpretation of this truth in the 139th Psalm. What mind knows in one place, it knows simultaneously in all places. Thus, if I bump my elbow, I feel pain in my elbow at the same time that I am conscious of pain there. God exists in everything. Everything exists in God. God exists in you, in me, and in every man. God is all presence, and presence is absolutely all and everything that is. All presence is never past nor future. It is always now. The divine presence is just as perfect in us at this instant as our idea of consciousness of it. In all thy ways acknowledge him, sufficiency of the presence. Until we lay down or forget the past, the present can never be perfect. God is now. God is in you, and he is in me. And it is because of this universal presence running through us all that we can recognize other things that exist in God and embody them in our affairs. Actually, there is no such thing as you and I as personalities. For if there were, our problems could not be solved nor our conditions healed. Emerson said, "Self-consciousness is the fall of man," which is analogous to saying that the only problem in the universe is the belief that we are what we think ourselves to be personally. There is only God, or as Ella Wheeler Wilcox put it, God and I in space alone, and no one else in view. To know nothing but the presence of God and the absoluteness of our world would be to express spiritual perfection in every department of our lives. Hear, O Israel, the Lord thy God is one. In spirit all men are created equal. We are absolutely one in spirit, and to express that oneness would be to express wholeness and perfection. The relative changes, but the absolute remains the same. And it is because the real man lives in the changeless that he can change the appearance of evil in that which is subject to change. We are immortal now, but we cannot express immortality until we cease to know and to feel that which is mortal. As one truly steps out of the consciousness of personality into the consciousness of spirit, there is a discontinuity of personality. The former thing shall not come into mind nor be remembered any more. If the butterfly remembered that he was a caterpillar, he couldn't be a butterfly. Conclusion. Spiritual treatment is not suggesting anything to anybody, but it is a recognition that what is known in one part of mind is known in all parts instantly. All that is necessary to give a treatment is to call the name of the person you wish to treat and to speak the word for him. It is not necessary that you talk to the patient, but simply to let the word form itself in you and communicate itself to him. The government which is upon his shoulder is the law which takes your word and embodies it into the person for whom it is intended. Sacrosanct, all-powerful, all-glorious, the Word of God is breathed forth from the heart of the silence. It works through the universal realm. It works through nature's realm. Day after day it sheds the glory of its light upon the earth. Night after night brings quiet resting hours to mankind. Season after season provides periods of rest and growth to all creation. Silently the seed breaks the clod of earth in which it is embedded. Silently the green shoot appears, and later the blossom crowns it in beauty. Within every existing thing there is a place of stillness, a depth of quiet. Every cell in your body bears the imprint of God's silent work. Everyone worships him in silence and wholeness. By living, everyone worships and honors him. My presence shall go with thee, and will give thee rest.